My name is Donna and I'm in Miss Carter's class and I'll be reading Why We Should Go to Mars. Our new home. I believe we should go to Mars and explore new places we have never seen before. Why not go to Mars and space where the moon is? Let's explore our solar system, something that's very new and amazing to us. Our Earth is dying, which is affecting our lives too. We are having too many problems that can't be fixed until we have advanced our technology. We may never know when this will happen. What will we do while we wait? Do you want to stay here or go to Mars? We should go to Mars. Why stay here when glaciers are melting, our population keeps on growing, and we are running out of room? Also, all we are doing is wasting our natural resources. We are just ruining our world each day. To start off, there are 7.3 billion people in the whole entire world, and all we are doing is going to go up. We are not bringing the numbers down at all. While it is impossible to precisely predict population levels from becoming decades, researchers are certain of one thing. The world is going to become an increasingly crowded place. New estimates issued by the United Nations in July predict that by 2030, our current 7.3 billion will be increased by 8.4 billion. That figure will rise to 9.7 billion by 2050, and to a mind-boggling 11.2 billion by 2100. There are 7.3 billion people in the whole entire world, and all we are doing is going up. We are not bringing the numbers down at all. We will become crowded to the point where we can't get around. We need Mars to split us up and make us much more room for the world. Why overpopulate when we can have a totally new planet? Imagine us on Mars exploring a new world where we can make our lives different, maybe even better, you could say. Furthermore, in 1950, there was 200.53 million people. The population had an 18.9% growth.
Skylar Loya, please report to the Panther store. Aaliyah Dubra, please report to the office.
Reread that sentence. Through 10 years, go to Mars. It will give you more space to live and less population. In demographics, the world population is the total number of humans currently living as August 2016. It is estimated at 7.4 billion. The United Nations estimates it will further increase to 11.2 billion in the year 2100. World population has experienced continuous growth since the end of Great Famine in 1315 through 17 and Black Death in 1350 when it was near 370 billion. The highest population growth rates, global population increase 1.8% per year, occurred between 1955 and 1975, peaking to 2.06 between 1965 through 1970. The growth rate has declined to 1.18%. Between 2010 and 2015, it is projected to decline to 0.13%. By the year 2100, total annual births were the highest in the late 1980s, at about 139 million, and now are expected to remain essentially constant at their own 2000 level of 135 million, while deaths number 56 million per year and are expected to increase to 8 million per year by 2040. The world population reached 7 billion on October 31st, 2011. If we colonize Mars, imagine the space we would have to build our houses on any spot you would like. Imagine us living on this planet that has that is not as crowded as Earth. Let us go to Mars. Then you don't have to imagine all the space you could actually have. Our Earth is big, but is big enough for many more years to come. We have to think about later on, not just now. In like 1 year from now, we have to expect more problems to come up. Problems we can't control, and we will need another planet if we ever are in serious danger. Another key point is the Martian day, or sol, is very close in duration to Earth's. A solar day on Mars is 24 hours and 39 minutes and 34.244 seconds. Mars has a surface area that is 28.4% of Mars, only slightly less than the amount of dry land on Earth, which is 29.2% of Earth's surface. Mars has half of the radius of Earth and only 1/10 of the mass. This means that it has a smaller volume, 15%, and lower average density than Mars. Mars has an axial tilt that is 25.19 degrees, similar to Earth's 23.44 degrees. As a result, in the future, we will have so many people living here on this world, we need to move some to Mars so we can split the population to where there's not enough people neither on Mars and Earth. Mars has seasons much like Earth, though the last nearly twice as long because of the Martian year is about 1.88 Earth years. The Martian North Pole currently points at Cygnus and not Ursa, minor like Earth. As we can see in Mars is very similar to Earth, there wouldn't be such a difference in our lives. Some differences would be better, like our days and longer, which means we could sleep in more before school and work. We would be able to adjust to Mars sometimes in life. We have to take chances to see a different perspective on things. You could start a new lifestyle. How awesome would that be? You could be doing what you always wanted instead of working to get money. All in all, my information states that Mars would work for us and not any way be bad. Just see yourself with family and friends, anyone who's important to you, going to adventures every day, come together as one. You can make so many more special and exciting memories some other families don't have. Just wait until we do this for sure. This new lifestyle will be amazing. In addition, let's go to Mars so we don't have to waste our water since it will overflow. Humans use water for everything, from drinking and bathing to growing crops, supporting livestock and fish farms, shipping goods, generating electricity, and simply relaxing and having fun. Yet, climate change is producing profound changes in the precious commodity, threatening water availability, access, and even quality. When our water is going to overflow, we won't have as great quality. The water will affect our food, which will affect us to the point where we get sick. We need to move before this happens. For more, the glaciers are melting, which means water level will be higher and could overflow California. During the cold Pleistocene Ice Age, which lasted 1.8 million years ago to 10,000 years ago, glacier-sized geological evidence in Sierra Nevada suggests at least 5 major glacier periods: McGee, Sherwin, Tahoe, Tioga, and Mercer's Peak. Similar evidence of glacier fluctuation is found in the other regions of California. In the Highlands, the climate began to cool around 1350 AD, during which time glaciers began to grow. The cool period referred to as the Little Ice Age persisted roughly through 1850 AD, when glaciers are thought to have reached the maximum extent. Since that time, mountain glaciers in California and throughout most of the world have shown signs of overall recession during the past century. The glaciers are melting, which means the water level will higher. This could overflow California because it's so close to Antarctica, which means not now, but later on, California will not be here. The final thought of glaciers is Peru's ice cap is the largest in the tropics. If it continues to melt at its current rate, contracting more than 600 feet a year in some places, it will be gone by 2100, leaving thousands who rely on its water for drinking and electricity high, dry, and then dark. As you can see, the scientist is saying that the same thing that some states will be gone if the glaciers keep melting at the rate they are. To finish this off, we can be destroyed by the problem Earth has. Why stay here when you can be safe on Mars? Well, Earth is being taken care of. Once we come back from Mars, we would be able to be worryless because people could stay and fix our problems that make us hate Earth. At the same time, Mars is very amazing, and there are so many fun facts about this planet. Named after the Roman god of war, Mars is often called the Red Planet due to the iron oxide prevalent on its surface, which gives it reddish look. 2. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun and 2nd smallest in the solar system. Has a diameter about half the Earth, measuring 6,800 km across the world. Go to Mars because the setting where it is at is something that we've never seen every day. Mars will also give you many experiences that others don't have because they want to stay here on Earth. We could find interesting facts every day about Mars. Second of all, if we keep taking oil out of our Earth, you will feel bad because one day we will be the reason Earth is gone, and so are we. Around 3.5% of the world's natural gas supply was wastefully burned or flared at oil gas fields in 2012. According to the latest estimates for satellite data, the United States has the greatest number of flares, but Russia leads the world in the total volume of flared natural gas. In 2012, 143 billion cubic meters of gas flared led to the emission of more than 350 million tons of carbon dioxide, about 10% of the annual emissions of European Union member states. We are wasting our natural gas. We are just ruining our world, which is worse because we can end the world later on and we won't be hurt, either because we have no place to live. Mars might be closer to the sun and could explode early before Mars. Although this might be true, we can do the same. We can do the same if we keep doing terrible things to our planet. We can make Earth die before Mars is even able to explode. My last argument: our farmers are not getting enough land. The 800 million total farmland acres in the U.S. only 0.5%, 4 million acres, was certified organic as of 2005. The market for organic food is limited by supply. And organic food production is limited by certified organic farmland, an essential for organic food and animal feed. The conservation rate would have to triple from 8.5% per year just not to fall further behind market demand. The farmers are limited on land, so when the stores need food, they can't grow as much at the same time because they don't have the same space they want or need. To finish this off, let me say that we will kill our Earth if we keep wasting its natural resources. Our farmers are losing space because the oil fields keep on taking over, so now all we have is oil fields everywhere, and with that, our food can get poisoned. We will be risking our lives, not just our planets. To sum up why we should stay here, let's leave and make our lives better on Mars. Exploring new places is exciting. We can look at Earth from different perspective. We should go to Mars. We never see anything we knew since our world is getting so small we know everything about it. Too many people have overpopulated the world, and we don't have a lot more space for more. The glaciers are melting, and once the water overflows, it will take out some states. The waste of the natural gas is not smart because the oil we are taking out of the earth could be the reason later on we don't have one. Think about it. Would you really live in a world that states can be taken out by water?